Hello, Flosstube. I'm Kippy, the academic stitcher, and welcome to my fourth Flosstube video. Thanks to everyone who has been commenting and subscribing. It just cracks me up that people subscribe and want to know what I'm stitching, but thank you. And I hope that you'll enjoy this one and that you'll let me know what you're stitching. Um, and just enjoy being a part of the online stitching and quilting community. Um, I thought I would start out with the things that I finished since my last video. The first one is from Hands-On Design, A Year of Celebrations, and I stitched the November chart. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this. Like so many people online, Priscilla Blaine is the inspiration for my finishing here. I think she actually used this very same little tin from Hobby Lobby. And I just put magnets on the back so that I can interchange these out. I'll do another one for December. I don't know that I'm going to use the same charts, the Year of Celebrations. I'm not sure I really like that little, the December one, as well as I like some other Decembers. So I don't know, we'll see. But this one is also, and I put flannel on the back to kind of finish it out, and it makes it so, it makes a difference that it's so much thicker that I'm not sure I'm going to do that again. And, you know, nobody's ever going to see it. So, but what's great about these little tins is, and Priscilla said this, you can store all of your month by month inside there. So, win-win. My other fully finished object is this chart from Stony Creek, Harvest Wishes. And in my last video, I told you that I was changing, I used the brown and the orange down here on the bottom, but all of the vines and leaves I changed to Weeks Moss. And again, if you follow me on Instagram, and I'm not sure this is going to stay. Yeah, see, he wants to come off. I didn't want to put a magnet here because I didn't know how I was going to be using this frame for everything else. So yeah, see, if I don't move him around, he stays, but if I move him, he does. I need to put a magnet or something on there. But so you can see, I changed the vines and leaves to Weeks Moss, and I got the frame at Hobby Lobby, and I'll just show you here. I just added some magnets and washers on the back. See, I learned I didn't put anything extra on the back of this one. But I did have to add extra washers. I had to put 2 washers on there for it to get all the way back to the magnet. But anyway, so I was really glad to have that finished in time for Thanksgiving. Pardon me, I'm going to take a drink because I've been kind of sick, and so sorry about the voice. Okay, so those are the 2 things that I got fully finished since my last video. I did finish stitching 2 other charts, and those were both, again, from Hands-On Design. Priscilla's Mary Chockful. I did the jar, and there it is. I saw Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop in her Flosstube live last week, I think, showed one of her employees had done this in the jar in red, and it was amazing. It was so pretty, and if I hadn't already had my jar almost done by that time, I might have done it in red too, but I'm happy with the way it came out. One thing, I wasn't happy with my Smyrnas. I don't know if you can see them. His little cheeks are Smyrna cross. And I enjoy doing all different kinds of stitches, so I didn't dislike the Smyrna, but on top of the regular cross stitches, mine didn't lay well. I don't know if everybody has that problem or if it was just me. So when I did the other chart in that same, the same one, it's the little that comes along with the jar chart. I, instead of Smyrnas, and I'm going to try to hold this close where you can see, I don't know if you can tell, I did eyelets instead of Smyrnas because I thought they just laid better. My Smyrnas were just so wonky. I didn't like them. So I did eyelets instead. I also, on the chart, there's parts of the M and the Y here have some red in them, but I left that out because I don't know, I just wanted them all white. So, you know, when I stitched years ago, and I don't know if it was just because, you know, that's the way everybody did it or what, I am such a rule follower. And so changing a chart, I mean, you're not supposed to do that. Somebody put that chart together and they designed it and they know better than me what colors go well together. And so I would never have thought of changing colors on a chart. That was almost sacrilegious. And now, again, I think it's because of Flosstube and all of the stitchers out there, but the first Flosstubers that I watched were Priscilla and Chelsea, and they changed their colors all the time, and it's like, I never even thought of doing that. I always follow the chart. And so just stepping out and changing a little thing here and there was a big deal for me, and I like it. So how, you know, it makes it more personal and makes mine unique a little bit from everyone else's. So that's awesome. We can make them our own. So I finished those two. I was really kind of hoping to have at least the jar fully finished because I have everything I need for that. I just haven't gotten to it. And like I said, I've been sick. And so this weekend, I was staying with my mom, or staying at my mom's house, keeping my mom's dogs. And so I was sick the whole time I was there. And I was either stitching for a little while, and then I would sleep for a little while, then I'd stitch for a little while, and then I'd sleep for a little while. And I just didn't feel like doing all the standing and the cutting and all that kind of stuff, and I was really afraid I was going to mess up. So I ended up not finishing the jar, but I'll have that done next time. I'm definitely going to have it done. We always decorate our house the day after Thanksgiving, or the couple of days after Thanksgiving for Christmas. So I want that done so I can put it up when we decorate. So that one will be done sometime this week. And so I'll have that for my next Flosstube. Okay. The one whip that I have is my Christmas list from Silver Creek Samplers. And here it is. This one I'm using the Call for DMC. Yes, I didn't step out of the box on this one. I'm just using the Call for colors. This is 28 count Springfield Sage Lugana. To me, sage says green, but this looks silver to me. There is nothing green about it. But in case you're wondering, I think I picked it up from 123 Stitch, and it is called Springfield Sage Lugana, 28 count. Okay, so as far as haul, I have a little bit. I don't have a whole lot. First thing I got was this month's Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop. This is it's called Swiss Mocha. Sorry for the glare. Swiss Mocha, and it's all these beautiful browns. So very excited about that. Okay, I get these, and then it's like I'm collecting them. Does anybody else do this? It's like Oh, do I want to open that up? It's kind of like when I get a jelly roll for a quilt. Oh, do I want to unwind it? It's so cute the way it is. So I've really got to get over that and start actually using these. I picked up some 32 count Lugana, also from 123 Stitch. This I'm going to cut into a couple of different pieces, and coffee tea dye. I may actually try dyeing with Rit dye. I know Priscilla does that a lot. I've not tried that, so I'm a little bit nervous about it, but the coffee tea dye is so easy. All of the Monaco that I get, I coffee tea dye, and that's very, very simple. The only thing about the Lugana is that it's not 100% cotton, so I'm not sure how well it would take the dye. I did, if you go back a couple of videos, I showed you my Lizzie Kate Halloween rules. That was actually on another section of this very same Springfield Sage Lugana that I coffee tea dyed, and it took the coffee tea dye really well. So it might be fine, but I don't know. I may wait till I have some Monaco and try Rit dyeing the Monaco, the 100% cotton first. I don't know. That's a little scary to me. I also have never done that before, so I'm not sure how messy it is. So if you have Rit dyed something, let me know how it worked for you, because that's going to be new for me. I want to try it, but I'm a little bit nervous about it. So, because, I mean, let's face it, supplies are not cheap, and I don't want to end up really hating something. So, I don't know. We'll see. You never know if you don't try, right? Okay, charts. I'm a huge baseball fan. Huge. Like, baseball is life. And this one, the last time I ordered from 123 Stitch, this one was on sale. And I've got a room where all my sweet little grandsons all play, and it's all baseball. And so I loved this one. And it was on sale. So it was like, yeah, we got to get that one. So this one's called Batter Up by Little House Needleworks. Country Cottage Needleworks. This one is called Away We Go, I think. Let's see. It doesn't actually. Oh, yeah, Away We Go. Sorry. Country Cottage Needleworks, Away We Go. I'm going to stitch this one on 16 count black. The piece that I did, I know a lot of people like Ada, and Ada's fine. I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan. I think it wears on floss a lot more than Lugana or linen. So it's not my favorite thing to stitch on, but again, supplies are expensive, and I love the linen, the chalkboard linen, because I want to do some more chalkboard ornaments. I've got several charts that I want to do. But that gets really expensive, and Ada's a lot less expensive, and I'm only going to have it out. I don't decorate for Christmas early. So this year it'll only be out from, the end of, right after Thanksgiving until New Year's. That's when I take everything down. So 4 weeks, and that's not very much. So is it worth how much it costs for it to be up no longer than it would be? I don't know. But, so all that to say, this one, the jar, was stitched on 14 count black Ada. It comes in the kit from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm in that club, and I get that kit every month, or I think every other month. The little piece, this is 16 count Ada. And so I'm going to do Away We Go on the 16 count. And I'll probably do my other chalkboard ornaments on 16 count. I've got another piece of this actually, because I like it better than 14 count, especially for ornaments. I don't like my ornaments to be really big, so using 16 count will make them slightly smaller. because I don't plan on putting on a big tree. I'm going to have a smaller tree for that. Okay, the other two charts that I picked up, I want to stitch along with Kimberly and the girls at Fat Quarter Shop on the Prairie Schooler Christmas alphabet. I'm not going to do the whole sampler. I just, that's a whole lot to do, and I'm not going to do it. So what I'm planning on is actually using that 16 count Ada, the black, and I'm going to do each one of my grandson's names as though it, chalkboard, and I'm going to go top to bottom. So they'll be long, skinny ornaments using the alphabet here. So hopefully I'll get that going because Christmas pretty soon here. And then the last one is another Prairie Schooler, which I just love Prairie Schooler. Christmas samplers, and I'm going to start with this one, Oh Christmas Tree. Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree. I'll probably eventually do all of them, but the one I plan to start first is this one. That's all I have today. I just want to say thank you again for everyone who is a subscriber, all of the folks who have started following me on Instagram, and all the likes and all the comments. Thank you very, very much. Oh, there was one other thing. And I didn't bring the chart. I'm so sorry. I mentioned a couple of videos ago. Hang on, I need a drink. That's really good, by the way. If you're near a Trader Joe's and you have a chance and you like tea, try their Harvest Blend. That's amazing. A couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I wanted to do cinnamon stars. And I apologize, I don't have the chart. I should have thought to bring it in here. And someone said, what about a stitch along starting in January? I think that's a great idea, and I'm more than happy to organize it. If you are interested in doing a cinnamon stars stitch along, comment below, and maybe we can do that after the holidays, after all the craziness is past and things start to settle back down. If you might be interested in that, maybe starting mid-January or something, let me know. And if there are people who are interested, we can do that. That would be fun. I plan on doing it myself, and it's always more fun to do it with other people. So I hope that you all have a very blessed, a very safe, and a very happy Thanksgiving. I will talk to you all again after the big day, and hopefully we'll have some more things to show you. Have a great day.